Foggins Media Corner, and welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. And this time around, I'm going to be talking about the 2021 sci-fi romantic comedy drama known as The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. Now, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things was directed by Ian Samuels and tells the story of these two teenagers named Mark, played by Kyle Allen, and Margaret, played by Kathryn Newton. And what happens is these two teenagers suddenly meet after they experience a time loop they've been facing, which they basically are reliving the same day over and over again. And so what happens is when these two meet, they basically discuss to each other like what they really want, in order to basically like one of them wants to stay in the time loop and the other wants to get out of this time loop. And so basically what happens is they use a map of their small town, and they basically go on their adventure to basically make a perfect day, and hopefully they can get what they want. So that's pretty much the story of The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. So going into this film, I didn't know much about this film going into it, and also I didn't realize this was actually based off a book which I've never read. I just went into this film because of the stars of the film who I was familiar with. I'm mostly familiar with Kathryn Newton, which I did like her in Detective Pikachu, which I will do reviewing that on my channel. And I heard the concept of this film has some similarities to Groundhog Day, which is one of my all-time favorite time looping films, as well as Edge of Tomorrow and Happy Death Day. Those are the films I really enjoyed. So I was pretty curious to see what this one was going to be like. And plus, this is more than just a time looping film. It's also a romance with comedy and drama for teenagers. So I watched this today on Amazon Prime, and all I can say is this movie was pretty good. It's not by means a perfect film. There was some issues with the film I did have, which are particularly the writing in this film, which some of them had a bit lacking of the explanation of the character when we first introduced to Mark and Margaret in the film. When we find out about how they stuck in the time loop, which that was the biggest thing they kind of lacked off, which some of the writing was lacking, but the writing wasn't all bad, and some of them had essence to where I can usually see what was coming for the romantic elements in the film, which I could see they were coming. And of course, for the concept of the film, which the concept is, of course, very familiar, although it wasn't bad, it was just very familiar. But I still had a pretty good time watching the film for its concept, although it's just, like I said, some of the writing was a bit lacking, really, for its explanation. That was just my only issue with the film. But anyway, the acting in this film, you got Kyle Allen as Mark. He was full of charm, and he's very quick-witted for his character of Mark. When we first introduced to him, he has a bright, sunny day, as a modern teenager, it's basically, for the way it was open, it felt like one of those kind of openings I usually see for a TV show or something, or any of the kind of movies I used to watch as a kid. But for when we're introduced to him at first, when we see him as a normal person until he gets stuck in the time loop, that was pretty good. But again, it was just some of the writing for that was a bit lacking. But for his performance, he was good, and he gave a solid performance. And Kathryn Newton, she was really good as well in the movie as Margaret. She was really fun as well, and the chemistry between them two was really charming and sweet during their whole relationship, and this as well as the sort of friendship until it becomes a relationship in the film, which that was pretty good. Although again, some of the essence I can usually tell I was yeah, I can see where that's going, but I wasn't thankfully I didn't roll my eyes or anything, because for those kind of cliches I usually get tired or just get bored. But thankfully, I wasn't bored when I was watching it, because I was having a good time when I was watching this. Also, for the other acting as well, all the other actors, they all gave pretty good solid performances, but it's mainly Kyle Allen and Kathryn Newton, who I thought they gave pretty good performances, and they had pretty good sweet chemistry. That was another good thing I liked about this film. But in the end, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, it's a good film. Although again, I just had some issues. Although I had just some minor issues with the film, but Again, it's not a bad film. It's a good film to watch for teenagers out there. For like, if you just want to see like some teenage romance or comedy, or if you're a fan of time looping films, like, you know, I love them. You know, Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, and Happy Death Day. If you're a fan of time loop films, this is definitely worth the one if you want to check out. Or if you just want to see something new, you can check out this one. Again, it's on Amazon Prime, so, and it just came out last week, so yeah. So overall, I'm going to give The Map of Tiny Perfect Things a B. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my review of The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. If you did see the film, I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Did you enjoy this, or did you not really care for this one? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all for my next movie review. And this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.